Trees don't hang around grasses, even though they come from the same place. Welcome to Sip and Ponder with Sirguy the show where we discuss that slice of our life we dare not speak about. Today with me on the show, I have Soma. Soma, welcome to the show.
Thank you, my bro.
Okay,
Thanks for having me.
so I came across this tweet
Okay.
that says that your progress as a person, your progress can feel like a betrayal to some people, if especially if they are still on the same place.
Well, I don't personally, right? I don't like see it that way
Okay.
because if I have a friend who we started together, like we started from our lowest, and
Mm.
all of a sudden God blesses him before me, right? Why? I'll be happy for him because I believe that a true friend would not be there and allow you to be here.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. There is always this situation whereby life has a way of being unbalanced, and people tend to grow faster than the other, and sometimes people just outgrow one another. It happens in adult friendship. Someone once told me that everything changes as soon as you hit 20. Sometimes when you grow, you start feeling like I am no longer where I used to be. I can no longer associate with this person. It all seems like you're beginning to leave some people behind. Sometimes you may want to pull some friends along, but you just can't be able to pull them along. I particularly have this idea where I am in my life now. I feel like you don't owe anyone your downfall to prove your loyalty. And if you're ready to go, be ready to pull your friends along. But sometimes the weight of pulling some people along, especially if they are not willing to move, becomes too much. It becomes so too much that if you decide to stay and pull them along, you won't be able to move. Have you ever been in that kind of situation whereby I decided that I need to drop this person or I need to drop this circle of friends because I want to move? Or have someone else dropped you because they have gone beyond or below where you used to be?
Well, I've been in several categories, right?
Okay.
But I'll talk about everything. First one is I've been in a situation whereby a friend had it before myself,
Okay.
and all of a sudden he forgets about where we started from together. Now, there's something I believe in, right? I would not have this sense of entitlement to whatever he has because I believe that if we're on the same, if we're on the same lane, heading the same direction, right?
Mm, mm.
And he gets there before me. Why? Because he worked harder and smarter to get there. So why? I would not, hold into it. What would I have to do? I'll go back to the drawing board and re-strategize. Now, not that I'm in a competition with this person, but like I like what he has, and I believe that I can get there too. So I'll have to work harder to get there. And also, I've been in positions whereby I'll have to drop certain friends just to, move on with life. Before I came to uni,
Mhm.
I had this set of friends.
Okay.
We were really close, like we were so
Mm,
close. But as they said, the more you grow older, the more responsibility adds up and comes in, right?
mm.
So we were together, right? And as we're growing, you have to be responsible too. But then they now decided to like, deviate and go for things that weren't what I'm used
Align.
to.
Yeah.
Do you get like I'm not used to this kind of lifestyle. This is not what I am. He gave them the bread. Doesn't mean I want to, go for that. So
I think you have to take that again. He gave them the bread.
he gave them the bread, but that is not how I want to get my own bread. Do you get? There are better ways I could get my bread.
Mm.
So I just had to drop them.
Okay, so this is the thing that I think we always ignore when it comes to adult friendship, when it comes to how we outgrow friends, or you know the role progress plays in our friendship. There is this unspoken emotional contract that we have with friends. The way you and I, the way we are friends, you know, we may not have come to the table and prepare a contract and say, you must not do this, you must not do that. But you will have it that in the course of getting our bread, like you say, we venture into things that may not align with the other person. And I think this is part of the reason why when someone progresses, when you progress, let's say for instance now, we are friends and I become a thief. I may not really be okay, I become a musician. And for being a musician, I indulge on things. Maybe I start smoking, I start doing things that are not, very much okay. And this progresses me in life. This gives me money, you know. At some point, if you don't start doing those things that I am doing, I will start looking at you as someone who is not willing to pay the price I have paid.
Hey, together.
You see where we start disaligning. And because there is now some sort of friction in our mentality, the way we see things, we start separating. So I think while we don't intentionally outgrow friends, I think that it is also important for us to be friends, to be intentional about making friends as adults. Because without saying it, we sign contracts with people, emotional contracts with people that we call friends. So I don't know what you think about being intentional about your adult friendship, because some people might see it as, you're becoming too proud. Maybe the way I am now, I'm a trader. I want to be friends with someone that makes money too. I don't want to be friends with someone that doesn't have money. So if I decide now, how would you describe me if I decide that to make money a criteria, someone that is into wealth creation, to make it a criteria for choosing friends? If I have a list of things on what I want to look out before I make this person a friend, how would you describe that?
Okay, so like the instance you gave of you being a musician, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your friend not wanting to pay the price you paid, right? Because of make I even use pigeon. Because of say you run am now, yeah, he work for you. Not me say me I go run am, he go work for me. I don't know if you understand.
Mm-hmm.
We can be friends still, but like he work for you, not me say he go work for me. Are you digging?
Yeah, yeah, I feel you.
You see, yeah, in a circle of friends, right? I would say in a circle of three friends, one might be doing better than the rest of them, but it is more like a support system if they need help financially. But then there is this ideology that people have that once you have money, you have everything. Once you have money, you don't have problems. Once you have money, all your problems you don't go.
That is crap.
Like you can never be depressed and all those things. That's what some people actually believe in.
Even having money doesn't save you from financial
Do
problems.
you get?
Even rich people have financial
Like,
problems that they can't
do you
solve.
understand? So some people see it that way, and because of in that your circle of friends, you're the support system. When you're going through stuff, most of them wouldn't see because they feel that money day now. Should be if me I call and answer for 50K, if you give me like 40, 30K, money day now, so you no get issue. But most of them might not know you're battling something. So that's why we need a friend who is intentional about us. You might be giving everything, but when something is off, you will need a friend who is going to be there for you, who is going to notice it. Bro, it's so rare. Yeah, real friends are rare to find.
Very
Real
rare.
is very rare.
Very rare. And I think it gets, the more you advance in age, the harder it becomes to make friends.
Real, man.
In think about what friendship was when we were 12, when we were 15. We just come to school.
There was no money to. We were
I'm
just
telling you.
innocent people being friends.
Okay, we are in that part of the show where we get to see what Sirguy has made.
Real man.
So rate rate this on a scale of 10.
Woo! Woo!
Is that nice, Abby?
Bro, bro,
I cook. I just know how
man.
to.
Just a good life, man.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
this thing slaps, man. Woo!
So aside from cooking something as fine as this, I cook superior Jesse's. So check it out. Check Jesse's from Sirguy out.
Bro is the real deal, man.